everybody. Okay, so it is late at night. That is why it's so dark. Don't worry, it will get much brighter very soon. However, we are going to be doing a restoration, and the reason why I'm doing this so late and filming this is because I'm going to be repainting this cover, and it's going to need quite a lot of time in advance to actually dry before we can restore it and actually turn it into something a little bit cooler. So let's have a look at my craft station and take a good look into some better lighting of this journal. I cannot wait to show you, and hopefully it will turn out really well. If you guys are new here, my name is Maddire, Memory Maker. Welcome. Let's get into this video. Okay, I lied just a little bit. The lighting is still shitey. I need to invest in lamps. I know. I'm so sorry. I promise that in the very near future I will invest in some actual better lighting. But this was an acrylic flower journal. The rest of the video will obviously be a lot better than this lighting, but hey, I really want to get this freaking started. So, as you guys can sort of see, hopefully you guys can see, I actually did like a 3D painting using acrylic paint, and it's very textured, very hard, and it's kind of a little bit tacky, but I also kind of like it as well. However, I need to restore this because it's just not going to sell like the way it is, and I feel like I need to do it a little bit better justice. So I have already pre-ripped out some things that were on the cover here. It's got some really beautiful pages in here. Lots of like little bits and pieces. I love the theme, like the color. It's very pretty. I want this to be a really nice flower journal. So I'm going to keep the signatures the same, the pages, but I'm going to jazz them up, add more things. So there's lots of goodies, a lot of pockets, more things on these signatures, and just redo this cover. So let's gut our signatures really quickly. God, it's so dark in here. I'm so sorry. I really don't know why it's having such a hard time with the lighting with my camera, but I did change everything to manual, and I tried putting it back to like automatic so that way it kind of gave me the results it was giving me once before, but that's not working anymore. So I don't know. I'm not a camera girl. I've got to learn. I've got to do a lot of research on it. So there's our signatures removed. Let's take this downstairs to the art studio. Now, there is still like a bit of glare, obviously, but as you can see, the different colors, I want to keep it the same sort of style and also color. Now, this is modeling paste. When I did this, I just used acrylic paint, so it took forever to dry. It was awful. So you live and you learn. This is modeling paste. This will give us our 3-dimensional bulk, and it should dry a lot faster. So this workspace is like a murder scene because I'm currently working on several other projects. I'm always working on different projects, always working on something. So yeah, but this is my paint table. It's allowed to get messy. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now I'm going to use these. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm experimenting, but I'm gonna mix in my textured paste, and then I'm gonna give it some pigment. So I'm gonna use some acrylic paint and color it. I don't know if that's gonna actually work. This could be completely wrong. I don't know. Just a little bit. Oops, probably too much. Mix you all together. It's a thick boy. Ooh, pretty and pink. Okay, so we have our 4 colors. I've got a nice purple, a light pink, a like a baby blue, and this green, yellowy color. So that's what we're going to be using. I've got a shitey paintbrush that's in an oval shape, so that should be good for like bigger petals. And then I do have like some of these little plastic palette knives. Let's just wing it and see how we go. Bruh, what is going on here? This looks like shite. Okay, so I found another way. If I put it into a squeezy tube, I can get a nice textured line. So you do it like that, right? And then with your trusty little paintbrush, you just blend that out. And it gives you the 3D effect, but my little family up there is singing around. Yeah, like that. So you get like, it looks terrible, I know, but you don't need to color in the whole thing. It's just about getting the texture, because we can then paint this after. Make it look real good, real nice, okay? But that is far more effective than what I was doing previously. So let me go ahead and do a bit more of that. This is actually turning out kind of cool. I've just been doing it all in the one color. Good morning. Now, it is so overcast right now. My filming is just gonna be mincy, I can tell. But yeah, it's like really overcast and rainy today, so it's pretty dark in here. But I finished the modeling paste, the flowers. I finished them, but let me just say, like, I hate that. I hate the color. I just gave up on the idea of having like different flowers. I was just going to very literally, you know, just paint them with acrylic paint afterwards. It dried within 1 day. This modeling paste, this is just a very cheap modeling paste brand. It's something that's like dries really, really quickly though. So it's really great, and it dries matte. So I didn't realize that it dried matte. It didn't actually say that on here, but I'm assuming modeling paste would dry matte anyway. But yeah, it's dry. Like even with the acrylic paint mixed in, it dried within a day. So that's so good. Instead of me being stupid and previously spending weeks waiting for my acrylic paint to dry in like thick blobs all over the place. So this is really, really great. However, I'm not a fan of the flower color, and then I tried to put some like little dots and make it look a little bit nicer, but it just didn't work out for me. My other idea was to use this gold permanent marker to come in and outline the flowers. So let's do that and see how it looks. Like already that's an improvement. I really like it, but I hate the colors. Like I'm gonna have to repaint it. It's just not gelling with me. But I've decided that, you know what, let's just paint the whole damn thing gold. Let's just paint over everything, okay? Let's just make this a really pretty gold book. Like this gold marker is like my best friend right now. It's the best. I don't even know, it's just like metallic marker, DATS metallic marker. It's just so juicy. It's so good. I'm really happy with this. And then what I'm thinking is I will then varnish this piece so that way the marker never comes off, and voila, Bob's your uncle. We've got a really, really cool cover. So let's just cover everything. I love that the yellow and the orange is like peeking through in some spots. It actually makes the gold look really interesting. So I'm happy with that. I'm not mad at all. That looks really cool. So let's just do this. Let's just color the whole damn thing gold. Now I could just use like a gold paint, but I can't be bothered, and this marker is just a vibe. So we're just gonna use the permanent marker. Oh my god, it looks like it's like real gold, like flowers. Like this looks so expensive and pretty. Like, I don't know if you guys can see the vibe coming together, but it makes the flowers look so nice because they're so textured. Like, they're not perfect, but it's just, it is perfect. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. Just look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my golly gosh. That is so pretty. Like, look at that beautiful texture. Okay, so here is our journal cover all nicely varnished. We have to work on the interior now. So I have picked out some fabrics for our interior. I've got this like a nice baby navy. Oh, I don't even know what you call it. It's like a baby blue, but it's very pastel. And then I've got these beautiful flowers that I thought would be really nice to go over the top. So this is what the interior is going to look like. I also have several other flower patterned fabrics and things that we can play around with on the inside as well, but we're pretty much just going to see how we go. So let's cut out this fabric and line the cover. We are basically just going to lather the glue all over, like this. Get our brush, start going over. We want it to be decently thick, but not too thick, because we don't want it to bleed through our fabric. So let's just do that. I have to work really, really quickly because this glue dries really, really fast. So bringing that all the way to the edges. Now we can lay our fabric down. I hope that's covering it well. Smooth it out. All of those crinkles. Goodbye, crinkles. Nice. Okay. So now I can get my scissors and trim around the edges so we don't have these awful overhanging lines. Let's just get that nut crevice as well. Okay, so there's that. All the edges are now nicely trimmed off. We need to stick down this beautiful flower pattern though. So I'm going to glue that down as well and then trim off the excess. Okay, so I have stuck that down and I've also added some trim using that pink and colorful floral fabric that I showed you earlier. So I think that looks nice. Got to keep in mind, guys, that our signatures from beforehand were already very, very colorful. So I want to include that. That's why I thought it would be a nice touch to add this around the bottom. And then you got this nice, beautiful, elegant floral white. It's very simple, but very, very pretty. I think this is looking quite nice. What we need to go and do now is decorate our pages. And I'm going to be thinking of something else I can add to this cover in terms of trim and also a closure. So let me go look through my ribbon drawer. All I've done now is went and gone and added some new like ruffly floral fabric to the very, very front and also the last page as well. So that looks really, really pretty. I'm thinking, however, we can decorate these pages a little bit more once the signatures are sewn in. I'm not going to do a pocket or anything on the cover. I'm just going to keep that as it is. We have this closure now that's been glued down and it's dry. So the book will close and can be tied off, which is great. So I'm going to go ahead and sew these in. I'll do one on camera and then the rest off camera just to speed up that process a little bit. And then we will go through all of my drawers and find out what we can stick inside this journal. Now this journal cover already has holes in it. So what I'm going to do now is just punch through this new fabric like so. So that way we have our holes on the inside as well for easy sewing. Okay, so I've just punched through the middle hole here, and now I need to go through the center hole of my cover. There's a lot of background noise at this at the moment because my husband's doing some dishes. He's doing me a solid right now, so let's go up to the top hole at the very, very back of the cover. And then we need to go through the top hole of our signature. Now, I've kind of messed up the placement of the papers here, so some of these are just not lining up properly. I've just got to punch through each of them, I think, individually, just until we get a better roll on. So we can pull that guy through now. Our pages will all line up again once that is through. We need to just check how we're going on the back here. Cool. I'm going to pull a little bit more string through, just so we've got more to play with going down into this bottom hole. So we want to go straight through the bottom. The pages are a little bit unaligned again. That's okay. I'm so happy that this was a restoration because it means that my holes are already punched for me. So I don't have to do that. Yay! One less job for me. Okay, so now we're going to pull our needle through and then go through the bottom hole here. That's right there. This needle is so big, it's really, really handy. Doing any of this sewing in with a small needle can be a real pain in the backside, so I love my big needle. Alrighty, and then we want to go back through that center hole. Pull, 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 pull. Maybe give us a bit more room, and then we need to go back through our center signature hole as well. Did I get it first try? Let's have a look. Oh, I did. Okay, so now we want to pull that guy through, let go of our needle. We don't need him anymore. He's done his job. Now we need to pull up to give it that tension. Let's go through and check that there is no excess string. And then we also need to check our tension. That's pretty darn good. So obviously we will tighten it a little bit more before we tie our knot. But that is looking gravy. Okay. I'm going to double knot that so we've got nice and secure. And then we're going to do some bunny ears and double knot the bunny ears as well to keep it from coming undone. Dun, 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 dun. Chop off the excess string here with our handy dandy scissors. Like that. And then we have a nice little bow in the middle and our first signature sewn in. I'm going to go ahead now and sew in the remaining 3 signatures. This is a 4 signature journal, so I will be right back. Okay, the very last signature. Double knotting. Bunny ears. 1, 2, pull, pull, and cut. Okay, so check her out. Nice, very nice. So happy with that. Now, there is a lot of loose bits and pieces in this journal. So, the one thing that we need to do now is to go ahead and fill it with a whole bunch of stuff. I want this journal to be relatively blank in a way because it could be a really, really good book for like pressing flowers because of that hardcover. And not only that, it could be just a really nice little journal where you can use lots of colored gel pens on the different colors. You could use it as a diary, stick photos in it. Junk journals are so versatile. You can literally do anything. However, I want to leave a little bit more fun and creativity for the buyer the collector of this particular journal. So I'm not going to do too much decorating, but I am going to fill it with a lot of different things. So let's try and find as many flower type journaling cards and new envelopes to stick into this beautiful journal. So pretty! Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, let me go see what I can find. So I found a bunch of envelopes that I've made out of novel paper. So these are these really nice envelopes that I've sewn around and used washi tape to create. They're so pretty. So there's a few of those to go in. I also made this envelope, which is so pretty. I love it. So it's a nice little pocket there, and the front is also a pocket, so you can stick something in behind that flower, and it's got this beautiful nice texture to play around with. So that's going to go in. I've got this here. I'm going to decorate and put some flowers on it, and then I've also got these Girlit. Really cool. If you guys watched my burn book video, you will see that I use these for that. These are from a Girlit magazine, and they're literally like little envelopes. How cool. So you can just fold them up like this, and you've got like another little envelope. They're really cute. So I'm going to leave those all throughout as well. There are these vintage floral pieces that are so nice. They're just blank cardstock. I have this ginormous box. Now inside this box is a whole bunch of pre-made cards. So anything flower related, I'm going to add that. That's a nice little sky. Anything flower related, I'm going to be adding into this journal. I'll add in this. This was a print that I did of an artwork on my digital drawing pad that I've turned into a journaling card. So I'll add that in. Why not? Maybe, Right, so I've got some really nice flowers. I'm going to stick these in. Maybe we could scatter some leaves throughout as well. Honestly, what's a flower book without a chicken? Let's just throw you in there as well. A nice rose. I've got these, so pretty. What I'm thinking is I'm going to make a really nice bookmark out of this here. So I'm going to set that aside, and this one can be a journaling card. So we'll keep those. I've got this other really beautiful flower, so pretty. Put that in. I'm going to stick this one in there as well. I've got these lovely flower ones that I'm going to stick in there as well. This guy. When I say I've got a lot, I really mean it. Hey, look at all this stuff. Hurly durly Julie. Okay, what else? God, it just never ends. I'm going to add some of these golden cards. These are just cardstock. Add some of those. Oh, this is getting hectic. My back's sore. Leaning over. Okay, so I found some really nice floral paper cardstock and things like that that we can also stick in our journal. So we have quite a lot of things to put in here. It's going to be chunky monkey, but I think it's going to be really cool. I also made a nice bookmark here. So I'm happy with that. Let's start filling in this journal. I also found a bunch of flower sew-on patches and felt flowers as well. So I'm going to fill the journal with these as well, just to increase the flower power. That's what this journal is going to be called. It's going to be the Flower Power Junk Journal. So I'm going to go stick these throughout, and then we can start filling. Now I have this absolutely, hopefully you guys can see it well enough. It's so beautiful, hand crocheted, hand beaded piece that I've got on a paper, oh not a paper clip, sorry, a safety pin. So now I need to find where I'm going to stick it. I might stick it here. I think that would be really cute. So we're just going to hook it through on this piece of paper. like that. Oh, so pretty. So nice. I love that. Okay, now let's go back to the cover because I want to stick in this bookmark just at the front here. So I'm going to use a paper clip just to hold it in place like this. You can obviously move everything around and reorganize the way the journal is, but I'm just going to do that for the meantime. And then I'm going to just fold up a bunch of cards that just kind of stick in random spots. Wherever I've got a paper clip, I want to get as much use out of them as possible. Yeah, so we got that there. Now this is obviously a tuck spot as well, which is really, really cool. So I'm going to add another piece of paper there. What else have we got? This page is now fine, fully done. I have this massive gift card. I'm going to stick that somewhere. I'll probably stick that guy here. Just open it up and put it there like that maybe. And then on the back, stick a bunch of, we'll stick it like that way it stays there. And then we can go ahead and add a little something else on the front. Now we've got these pegs as well instead of a paper clip. So let's just go in and add as much as we can. I'm gonna add one of these here, and then this one can go up here. I just love the way that looks. Another little sky. Nice. This one is glued down completely, so unfortunately there's nothing that I can do with that one. It's purely decorative, but that's okay. It was just a bit too small, so I didn't really think it should have anything on it. I've got these random postcards from Mackay in Queensland. I don't know why I have so many, but they're pretty cool to just stick in the journals as well. Stick this one. The chicken is here. So our little chicken can go there. Let's stick this guy here. Stick you here. I've got this that I'm going to fold in half. Let's stick that over the edge here. Because how pretty is that? Put a paper clip. Now we can add something else. I don't like that actually. Stick our beautiful envelope there. I've got another little pocket thing that's, I don't know. Let's stick her here, because that is a vibe for sure. Now we can stick that one. Oh god, how big is this journal? Oh, it's getting chunky. Alright, let's try and fit some more stuff in the back here instead, because we're going to run out of space for all of this pretty stuff. Let's stick you here as well. Some handmade envelopes are going to go in here. I'm trying to fill this up as much as possible. One more signature to go, so let's stick you here as well. Another little handmade envelope. There's another one. And then we can stick this little envelope here as well. Oh my freaking goodness, this journal. Oh, there's something else that can go in the back here. Now we stick that card in the back there like that. Oh my goodness, I glued this down. So this is a really awesome polymer clay button that I have actually glued. Wow, check that out, you guys. Holy moly. This is a very packed journal full of goodies. Let's tie that up and see how it looks. Oh God, it doesn't want to close. It's too chunky. See how it goes. Oh, that's so pretty. Check it out. Oh my goodness. Wow, you guys, we did it. We have successfully done our restoration video. This is a gator mouth for sure. But how cool and chunky is that? This is a very hard cover journal, so it's got a lot of stability. It's just awesome, and it's full of so many cool things. This is the perfect flower book. I'm really happy with that. It was such a fun experiment because of the fact that we used that texture paste. It was my first time ever using it. I think it turned out pretty darn cool, if you ask me. So there we go. Now, last but not least, we have to put our signature wax seal. Okay, and then now we can pour our wax without it hopefully going absolutely everywhere. Ta-da! Okay, I am happy with that. Well done. Let's melt a little bit more of this though. There. Wonderful. Done and dusted. We have our signature wax seal at the bottom. Yay! Okay everybody, that now concludes our video. Our Flower Power restoration. I'm really happy with how this journal has turned out. It's a really cute, really full journal, as you guys can see. This journal is going to be available for purchase on my Etsy store, so if you loved watching the creation process and would love to collect it for yourself, please head over to my Etsy and take a look. I'm going to have some more photos on there as well as my Facebook page, Maddire Memory Maker. So if you want to see some more photos, more bits and pieces of this journal, go and have a look at that. If you guys have not subscribed already, please do so, and don't forget to hit that bell icon. It helps so much, and it ensures that you guys get to actually see my uploads. Okay, so that being said, until next time guys, I love you so much. Mwah. Bye!